Sacrilege and Mayhem in the Alik'r, by Doctor Tazhim of the Bureau of Outlander Affairs. O beloved of Morwa, blessed by Zet's tears, your ignoble servant apologizes for his unworthy existence and seeks forgiveness for intruding his negligible thoughts into your Majesty's lofty meditations. In response to your momentary whim of last week, which was to me as an ironclad order, I have prepared a report on the recent outbreak of Unholy Undeath in the northern Alik'r and its unorthodox means of suppression. I have spoken before about the Ashaba, a pariah tribe of the northern wastes who are shunned for their unclean interactions with our risen ancestors. Though their origins are ancient, the fact that such an aberration could persist into the modern era must be attributed to covert support by shameless elements of the forebears, who tolerate the most outrageous non-traditional practices. This hypothesis would seem to be validated by recent events, which I shall now have the honor to recount to your majesties. In Sentinel, the usurper Faharajad had gathered to him a circle of advisors, some of whom were of untarnished reputation, but others of whom were known forebear activists who had almost openly opposed the divine's blessed rule of the late King Ramsay, made Tuwaka escort his soul to the far shores. One of these questionable viziers, Sutra by name, seems to have been not only a bad advisor, but also a secret necromancer. As far as our agents of the Bureau have been able to reconstruct it, this Sutra slew all of King Faharajad's other viziers, then reanimated them in an attempt to kill Faharajad himself. The attempt was a failure. Faharajad escaped, but so did Sutra. Sutra fled to the east, where he was joined by elements of the cult of the Black Worm, which your majesties will recall from my report of Second Reign's hand. Undead, mostly Arinetu, were raised in numbers from forgotten graveyards in the deep desert, and Sutra led his unclean minions back towards Sentinel. Shockingly, our informants state that Faharajad contaminated himself by personally appealing to the pariah Ashaba, asking them to intervene against Sutra. The Ashaba headman, Marima, agreed, though we have been unable to discover what degrading terms were imposed upon Faharajad. In a surprise ambush, the Ashaba, using forbidden mystical means, destroyed Sutra's army of Arinetu. Sutra himself, it is said, fell under the blade of the exile Marima. Faharajad, of course, has been careful to stay quiet about his appeal to the Ashaba and has publicly thanked the divines for holy intervention on Sentinel's behalf. I leave it to your majesties to decide if we should spread about the rumor of the forebear usurper's impure meeting with the pariahs.